All right, what's going on, guys? What is going on? We are live, back by popular demand. I put out 2 videos last night. I hope you guys watched them. My full card predictions video. Uh, the card is just. It was honestly it was I struggled to do that video because it was just, you know, the card was lackluster. But then I did a video on something that I've been asked about quite a bit. And I did a video called, if you haven't checked it out, it's a great video. Is steroid usage running rampant amongst Dagestani fighters? It's actually doing pretty well. It's actually doing pretty good. Almost 5,000 views so far. So if you guys haven't checked that out, go check it out. I would greatly appreciate it. But I figured, you know what? I'm not going to do a video tonight. I'll just do a live stream. And here I am. I wish I would have came on earlier, but it is what it is. So, what's up, Fries? What's up? Kosher Jon Jones PMF of the year for waiting for Grandpa. That he is. That he is. I'm just out of here. I'm just here out of respect for his beard game. Thank you, the unqualified millionaire. Thank you. The fighter of the year is the one who didn't go unconscious. Fair enough. Joey is live. Stop what you're doing. Exactly. What's good, Joey? What's up, Sack? Fighter of the year is clearly Islam. Probably. Without really thinking about it, probably. What's up, Joe? What's up, Andrew? What's up, Grow? What's up, Vincent? Islam Fighter of the Year. It was clickbait just because you said they aren't juicing. What are you talking about? I said, is steroid usage running rampant? It was a fucking question, you idiot. But all right. Joe, what's good? Thanks for hopping on the live. I am here. I am here, my friend. You're welcome, Derek. I'm happy to be here. And I'm well fucking rested right now, boys. I haven't felt this good in probably a month. I've caught up on my sleep. I took a filthy nap today. Just an absolute filthy nap. And yeah, now I'm here. Wide awake. Raring to fucking go. And yeah, so I can't even say, oh, I can't think about that right now. My brain is feel like it's operating at 100% capacity right now. Rather than usually it's like, every time I'm on here, it's like 40%, 50% capacity. What's up, Bitsy? What's up, Andy? Shut up. Joey just went live. Yeah, shut up, bitch. Joe, do you think Tom Aspinall would have better run over the heavyweight division than Stipe did by the time he retires? It's impossible to tell, man. One punch in the heavy. People are getting too hyperbolic about Tom Aspinall. I think he's good, but let's pump the brakes a little bit. He has one good win. He has one good fucking win. I think he looked great. I've been high on Tom Aspinall for a bit. But people get way too carried away off of one win. Like, imagine that left hook Pavlovich threw slept him. Imagine the conversation we're having that. You know, people get way too hyperbolic off of one win. I need to see a body of work before I'm ready to say something like that. So it's possible, as somebody doesn't like when I say, but I'm not going to say it yet. So... Joey is the new okay, I guess so. Joey looks like Conor won't be fighting until June of next year. It wouldn't surprise me, dude. I've been calling that for a year now. I mean, I don't need to keep patting myself on the back, but how long I've been telling you guys this. Joey's the man. What's up? What's up? Did you see the new Jamahal Hill video talking about Alex? He insisted Alex is scared to fight him with the call out of Izzy. I seen a clip of it, but I have not seen the entire thing. What's up, Joey? I don't know if Islam Fighter of the Year, he fought the same guy twice. Yeah, but he arguably fought the best guy in the UFC, one of the best guys in the UFC, so, and beat him both times pretty cleanly. So, yeah, I don't know. Draymond Green is the Habib of NBA, Joey. Okay. What's going on, guys? Joey, I didn't realize McGregor had been out for over 2 years. Time flies. I know. It's 2.5 years now. It's going up on 3 years, right? Yeah, if he doesn't fight till summer of 2024, he's been out 3 years since the leg break. Steve Garcia versus Diego Lopez. No, give Diego Lopez a big fight. Diego Lopez deserves a big fight. What's going on? If he beats Colby, what about him? Joey, I knew Tom Aspinall was the real deal by the way he beat Volkov. No one dominated Volkov the way Tom did. That is true. But I feel like Volkov's improved and has made that win aged well. I was just about to jump in the hot tub, but then I saw Joey went live. So why didn't you? You should still jump in and watch. Diego Lopez, Fighter of the Year, obviously. Okay. Who wins Alex P, Jamahal Hill? To be honest, I'm confident that Jamahal Hill gets it done. I mean, Jiri Yuri was landing at will against Alex Pereira. I know people don't want to believe that just because he got finished, but like I liked my pick when I was watching that fight. I liked my pick, but he just got clipped with that power. I don't think Jamahal Hill's, I think Jamahal Hill's much more defensively sound than Jiri Prochazka. So I'm pretty confident Jamahal Hill wins that fight. I'm picking Jamahal Hill most likely. I still think Alex Pereira is probably the most overrated fighter in the UFC. Lost to Jan Blachowicz. Yeah, and to be honest, his win over Yuri's good, but it's one of those things where it's clouded by a couple different things. But either way, it's a solid win. But I think Jamahal Hill, I'm probably picking Jamahal Hill by KO. And somehow I'm going to be biased. Last week I'm biased against Jamahal Hill. This week I'm biased for Jamahal Hill. One or the other. It never works out. Pantoja versus Moreno was a very, very good fight. That it was. It was one of the best fights of the year. Book Lopez versus Ortega. Sign me up. Wouldn't be shocked if UFC gave Fighter of the Year to O'Malley. Wouldn't shock me either. Jairzinho Rozenstruik for Fight of the Year. Shut up. If McGregor don't headline UFC 300, what's the main event? I hope they do Stipe Aspinall. It will probably be Strickland Dricus winner versus Hamzat. That's what it'll be. UFC 300. Mark it down. If it's not Conor McGregor, it's the Strickland Dricus winner versus Hamzat. They're gonna make him turn around quick. What's worse, Leon fighting Colby or Colby getting Leon fighting up or Colby getting a title shot? Like Leon fighting up a weight class or Colby getting a title shot? Definitely Colby getting a title shot, but both are annoying. What's your take on the whole Pereira has passed the Bibas GOAT list? Who said that, bro? Who's saying that? That's a joke. Look, I understand. People for some reason think I'm some type of Alex Pereira hater. I mean, how can you dislike Alex Pereira at all? People need to pump the brakes. You really need to put Alex Pereira's career in context. Dude has gotten favorable matchup after favorable matchup after favorable matchup for his skill set. He damn near lost both fights to Izzy. He lost one of them. He damn near lost both of them. He lost to Jan Blachowicz. And then he finished Jiri Prochazka. But we have to put it in context that Jiri Prochazka was out for almost 2 years coming back from a shoulder injury. I still think it's a good win. I'm not trying to delegitimize it. But to take a win over Izzy, a robbery win over Jan, and a win over Jiri and saying, oh, he's the GOAT? No, absolutely not. What a joke that is. So I think it's a joke, to answer your question, short but sweet. So, the Jiri win is amazing. Just decent win. I love MMA, but the community is dumb and toxic. How do you keep it from affecting your mental? I just don't give a fuck, dude. I literally do not give a fuck what people think in real life. How the fuck would I care what some dumbass people in the MMA community think? Obviously I care to some extent. Obviously I, look at narratives and look at different stuff. But it's like there's so much stuff that's better to do with your day-to-day life and your mental capacity than worry about what fucking some chumps, some bitch boys online think about MMA with their dumbass narratives and being, crazy toxic and, insulting. And I just don't give a fuck. If I gave a fuck, I wouldn't do what I do. I would pander to fan bases. But this is the channel I always dreamed of when I was a little bit younger. And I wanted a channel like this that even if you guys don't always have to agree with me, but at least you don't feel like I'm being fake. At least you don't feel like I'm not giving my real opinion. I'm just giving my real opinion. Say what you want about it. We can disagree. That's fine. For some reason, people think disagreement means you have to hate each other over it. No, it doesn't mean that at all. Anybody can say whatever the fuck they want. I don't care. But I just don't mind it. I don't pay it no mind. If believe me, if I gave a fuck, I wouldn't do this channel. I wouldn't run this channel. So I just ignore it, focus on the good things, and worry about better things that I got going on in life than to sit here and think about how toxic the MMA community is, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. There was a lot. Okay. I'm happy they won't do McGregor at 300. Doesn't seem big enough for such a long-awaited card. Yeah, I don't want... honestly, at this point, does anyone honestly even want to see McGregor return? I'm asking you specifically too, Lucas. Do you want to see Conor? Are you even excited for Conor to return, or would you just rather him shut the fuck up and stay away? Like I don't care anymore. Like, dude, you've been talking on Twitter for years. He's no more than an internet troll anymore. So, out of the top 15, who would you put Diego against? Brian Ortega, easy. Another guy who hasn't fought in a while, give Alex an active light heavyweight. Yeah, but it's not something you can constantly critique him on. It's just circumstances. We're having a members party at your place if Vera Chinzo O'Malley, yes. Brother, I have to agree that Yuri's a fraud. I didn't say Yuri's a fraud. Alex wouldn't be here and as successful if it wasn't for Izzy in terrible weight class where he has 2 wins equals a title shot. I don't think Alex Pereira would have ever touched the title belt if not for Izzy. I'll leave it at that. I basically said your video was part of a, okay, I don't know what you mean by that. You'll have to fill me in, Vincent. You're talking to him, I guess. Can you do a video on undeserved rankings? I already have one, dude. But I might do an updated one. Maybe in December I'll do an updated one when we have time off. But search my channel. UFC rankings are absolute embarrassment, I think is the title of the video. I go through every single division and call out ranking squatters. So, can't wait till Jamahal Hill puts him out. Wouldn't go that far. Anyone saying that is an effing, I don't know what we're talking about there. Joey, it's funny how Izzy brutally knocked out Pereira cold in their last fight and people act like Pereira still owns it. It's weird, dude. You don't have to hate on someone else's success to up someone else. Like, what Alex Pereira has achieved is amazing. But you don't have to try to shit on somebody else to say his accomplishments are better. It just doesn't make any sense. Alex Pereira would lose to grapplers. Yes, he would lose to Nikita Krylov tomorrow. Nikita Krylov would sub him bad. Khabib fans used to say he's the best ever so he could eclipse Conor's legacy, and now Pereira fans are doing the same so Alex can eclipse Izzy's legacy. Khabib gets caught in the crosshair. Dude, Conor isn't even in the top 10 greatest of all time. Conor's done jack shit, never defended a belt. I don't care what anyone says, and he got favorable matchups for years. Favorable matchups for literal years. So, I don't think Conor even deserves to be in the top 10 greatest of all time. Maybe that's a hot take because he's 2 champ, but you don't defend it, you're not shit. I'm a hardcore fan. I want Valentina as the main event and Pennington as co-main. Dude, I don't want to see Pennington ever. Kick her out of the sport. I want to picture Jamahal Hill, man. His defense is so overrated. He was walking into punches from a Gasyan. Are you talking about Pereira? Yeah, he was. He was walking into punches. What did he say he wanted? Oh, he's saying he wants that for 300. Okay. Yeah. I want to address Lucas and Joey when I say a small minority is given the loudspeaker treatment and when it gets addressed to be a larger issue than it is in videos. I'm not sure what you're saying, but I think what I understand what you're saying is partially true. You have a very vocal minority that makes issues seem bigger than they are, and that happens in all walks of life, MMA and otherwise. But I do agree with you, and those people do get too much kind of time in terms of, you know, I hear all these dumb narratives regurgitated by people, and I'm like, okay, I have to address this. Do you think Cortez can be a top 15 contender soon? I don't even remember who that is, bro. Is there a chance Aspinall fights Stipe before John comes back? Please, yes. No, there's not a chance, but I hope it does. Who would you have in Benoit Saint Denis versus Chandler? I'm taking Benoit Saint Denis all day. All day, Benoit Saint Denis over Chandler. Starches him. I want to see Conor, but to be honest, I wouldn't care if he never came back. Most importantly, because he's washed and his best days are behind him. He's coming back to look old and washed. Dude, he single-handedly ruined his entire career. You know, look, I don't know if you were one of these guys or not. You know, I'm not saying that you were, but I don't want it to sound like that. So many people said Francis Ngannou fumbled the bag over and over and over, fucking again. The stupidest fucking narrative I ever heard. Conor McGregor truly fumbled the bag. I don't give a fuck how rich he is. Imagine how rich he would be if he navigated his career better. Imagine how much more richer Conor would be if he navigated his career better. So, yeah, hard to argue against Islam. Benoit Saint Denis has the biggest year against lesser competition. Look, I'm so high on Benoit Saint Denis right now. I'd like to see him against Islam. I would like to see Benoit Saint Denis in a big fight next. I like that matchup against Islam. I think Islam starches him, but I would love to see it. Joey, I have very little excitement for Conor's return until it's official, and it's like a couple days before the fight. I won't be excited. Yeah. Joe, it's funny how Izzy brutally knocked out Pereira cold in their last fight, and people act like Pereira still owns Izzy. I know it's weird. It's beyond weird. So I agree with you, even though I think I already read that. Awesome. I'll check out that video. Yeah, just search rankings and you'll find it. It was like from like 3 or 4 months ago. It'll be slightly outdated, but honestly, a lot of what I said in that video is probably still true. I remember most of it. How does Colby Covington beat Leon Edwards? If he does it Marab style. Marab style. Thoughts on Walker Ankalaev 2, main event, early prediction. I'm going Ankalaev. Easy work. Easy work for Ankalaev. I think he was on the road to beating Johnny Walker at the last event or whatever the hell event it was on. Conor not even top 25. I don't know. I would have to think about it, but probably. Krylov beat Superman Span, so he might be the light heavyweight GOAT. Yeah, Superman Span lighting it up in MSG. I agree on Conor not being top 15, but my point is Habib fans were dying for Habib to eclipse Conor after they first fought so he could be higher on the all-time list, which he eventually did. I don't really remember all that much, but there was a lot of noise going on between, you know, I mean, there's still people that are like holding that vendetta. Conor McGregor sounds like a jealous ex-girlfriend at this point. But it's probably happened. That's what people do, dude. It's the weirdest fucking thing. Like, I said this in a recent video. I think it was my takeaways. Alex Pereira's success is literally Israel Adesanya's success. If I'm Israel Adesanya, I'm sitting at home. I want nothing but Alex Pereira to win. They think people who hate Izzy think somehow Alex Pereira winning is sticking it to Izzy. No, it's the ultimate compliment to Izzy. That's the craziest thing. But somehow I'm an Izzy nuthugger for saying that. Conor not top 10 is bonkers. Yeah, he has one good win in his entire fucking career. One fucking good win against Jose Aldo and Eddie Alvarez. So 2 good wins. That's his only 2 good wins. Outside of that, he got favorable matchups in every single fucking fight up until every single one he lost. Let's go, Joey. Okay, I don't care. I don't really care about any other MMA. I'm not going to say fuck him. I don't really know him like that, but sure, fuck him. Brother, I know you didn't say Jiri was a fraud, but I think so. I agree Izzy's the main cause of Alex's success. Mackenzie Dern about killed Angela Hill. Got karma this past Saturday. Her last couple fights were entertaining. Dude, she's not even good. She's never been good. People just hype her up because they like to stare at her fucking asshole. It's annoying. Who wins, Dariush or Saint Denis? I'd go Benoit Saint Denis, boys. I just think the dude fights with the craziest intensity. Like, everything he throws, he's ready to fight to the death. That's how Benoit Saint Denis fights. He fights like he's fighting to the fucking death, and I fucking love it. I love it. That's the type of shit I love this sport for. Like, when you see an intensity out of a certain fighter. Joey, I think Conor fights Volk to see who's the... No. Joey, do you think Tom Aspinall beats Jon Jones right now? It's impossible to say, but early prediction, I lean Tom Aspinall, but that could be recency biased. Jon Jones always rises to the occasion. But if I had to nail down a pick right now, I'm picking Aspinall. Right now. But that could change. Ankalaev weakness is Pereira's strength, leg kicks where Ank doesn't check at all. Yeah, but Ankalaev has nasty hands and nasty grappling as well. Benoit Saint Denis is going to fight for a title someday. He's too well-rounded. Amazing cardio, great grappling, KO power, and high output. I know, dude. I know. Great scrambles, great jiu-jitsu, great submission ability, great chin, unbelievable heart, unbelievable stamina, good in the clinch, good at range, good in close. I fucking love Benoit Saint Denis. I want to see him whoop Gaethje's ass, or at least fight Gaethje. I don't even care if it's for the BMF. There's new fans who haven't even seen Conor get a real win ever. That's very true. I want to see Benoit Saint Denis, Gamrot, good test for him. Yeah, Benoit Saint Denis would whoop Gamrot, I think. So. Ankalaev's weakness is Pereira's strength. Okay, we get it. But Pereira can't grapple at all. Hey, Joey, anyway, I can get a shout-out. Shout-out, Jonathan. Joe, you're right. Those Guru fans cry for DDP title shot, but they're all quiet about Bilal and Merab. Well, that's just the fan base in general, so. Dustin Poirier, Max Holloway are good wins, though they were young. Well, it doesn't count, dude. If I go back in a time machine, I'll whoop Dustin Poirier's ass and Max Holloway's ass when they're 3 years old, like I'm Neil Magny. That doesn't mean it's a good win. Yeah. Dustin and Max don't mean shit. All right, dude. You didn't need to send this message 60 fucking times. What the fuck's wrong with you, dude? What the fuck, dude? Why are you sending this message so many damn fucking times, dude? Yeah, I don't get it. Somebody time him out for like 60 seconds just for that shit. That's a little too much, dude. You're sending it 75 times. Now I'm pissed I even did it. I didn't see it. I didn't even see it. But, okay. Alright. Anyhow. Hold up, Dariush Armin loser is a perfect for Benoit Saint-Denis. Now, I want to see Benoit Saint-Denis against someone else who's surgeon. Dude, Benoit Saint-Denis would beat the dog shit out of Dan Hooker. Ankalaev, Alex Pereira, agreed. Are you going to tune in for Bellator fights this weekend? I might have something I have to do on Friday. So, I may not. Joe, I'm still waiting for your Dustin Poirier's a squatter video. I know you don't agree yet, but soon. We shall see soon. He fought in July, dude. We got to pump the brakes. Never seen Conor McGregor get a real win live. Fair enough. Why can't Conor and his minions leave Khabib alone? They're jealous ex-girlfriends. Like I'm Neil Magny? Exactly. Like I'm Neil Magny. Joey, does Conor want that BSD smoke? Dude, Benoit Saint-Denis. Look, if Conor McGregor broke into Benoit Saint-Denis' house, and we're talking strictly hand-to-hand combat, Benoit Saint-Denis would fuck him up bad. I mean, he could literally fuck him if he wanted to. I think Benoit Saint-Denis, if he wanted to, he could fuck Conor, and Conor couldn't do nothing about it. Now, Conor would probably like that based on his Twitter likes. But yeah, that's the way I look at a Benoit Saint-Denis Conor McGregor matchup. Benoit Saint-Denis, he breaks into Benoit Saint-Denis' house, right? Benoit Saint-Denis just fucks him. And then once he's done, he's like, yeah, run and tell the police what happened here today. You go tell him. Tell him, bitch. But yeah. Which fight was surprisingly disappointing? Maybe Fiziev Gamrot. Fiziev Gamrot. For sure. Call me crazy and Benoit Saint-Denis finishes both Armin and Beneil. I don't think you're that crazy, bro. I don't think you're that crazy. I'm kind of with you there. Benoit Saint-Denis, Gamrot, book it for February. Dude, I'm a huge Benoit Saint-Denis fan at this point. The only reason the Dustin and Mac wins seem good is because they improved to be better fighters and then DP KO'd Conor. Exactly. Dustin and Holloway were nowhere near what they were at their peaks. We need a video on Leon Duck and Blah. You're probably going to get that tomorrow, maybe. I just was like chilling out. I was taking a rest today. The plan was to do absolutely nothing today, including a stream, but then I just said, you know what? Fuck it. You'll do nothing. Yeah. All right, someone bring up this clip, UFC 302. What are you talking about? Joe, where I'm from, that constitutes an ass eating. Yeah, that is true. Listen, guys, do me a favor. Like the stream. Also, do me a favor right this second. Subscribe to the channel. And if you don't do both those things, I hate to break it to you boys, but where I come from, that constitutes an ass eating. So I'm going to need you to do that, both those things immediately. Immediately. The clip of you saying BSD would brutally fuck Conor. Okay, yeah, put that on the countdown. Put that on the countdown. That needs to be on the countdown, don't you think? Does anyone disagree? Let me know in the chat. Who are you picking? Benoit Saint-Denis or Conor McGregor? Let me know in the chat right this second. Let me know. No, they literally won't stop talking about him. You can see it on every single post when it has absolutely nothing to do with Conor. What are you talking about? Benoit Saint-Denis, Benoit. I don't know what you're talking about. I hope Conor fights Benoit Saint-Denis now. Dude, you would see the happiest video of my life if they fought. If they fought, oh my God. I'd cream myself immediately. I'd immediately cream myself. Pause. Pause. Is anyone taking Conor? Is anyone? A fighter being in a fan's head rent-free is one thing, but Khabib been in Conor's head rent-free for 5 years. Incredible. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That constitutes an ass eating? Yeah, that's where I come from. That's where I got to slip that into a video at some point. I got to slip that into a video. Conor McGregor has liked more gay porn videos than wins at 155. Why I would take Conor. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, since 2016, Conor McGregor has liked more gay porn videos on Twitter than he has wins at lightweight. Think about that. Since 2016, he's liked more gay porn videos on Twitter than he has lightweight wins. Now, that's a stat that I got to slip into a video somewhere. Do not slip that into a video. I'll make another video about Jamahal Hill. And I'll be like, yeah, you know where I come from. That constitutes an ass eating. I mean beating. So, anyone listen to Theo Von Dana White podcast? No, but I've seen some clips on Twitter. It just seems like Dana's always fucking crying and whining about something. Like, dude, are you that much of a bitch? Like, come off it, dude. You're always crying about something. And he's making up stories, too. Dude's making up stories. But no, I did not listen to it. I don't plan on listening to it. What's the thing about Conor liking gay porn? I mean, that speaks for itself. That's what happened. There you go. Bro, it's crazy. Conor got 1 win since he became champ. Think about what you thought about Conor the night he beat Eddie Alvarez. I told you guys. Like that, careers can be gone. Conor's career is gone. No matter what he does from here on out, it's gone. It'll never be back. Joey, did you see my comment under your Dagestani video? I hope people didn't bother you too much. I probably did see it, but I don't remember it specifically. Some people got upset. Some people didn't. I don't give a fuck. Lene, I wish someone would ask Conor about that at his next press conference. Why are you liking grown men jerking off on your Twitter? Was that something that you really enjoyed watching? Was that a friend of yours you were trying to show some support for? What was that? Love the attitude. Fuck them. Yeah, look, hold on. Look deep into my eyes. You see any give a fucks in there? Look deep in there. You see any give a fucks? I don't think so. I mean, if you guys truly knew how many fucks I give, I think you'd be shocked. I think you'd truly be fucking shocked when I say I genuinely don't give a fuck. Like what the fuck do I care? Some people online, oh my God, Joey, I don't like your opinion on MMA. Like, fuck you. I don't care. Go fuck off. Don't watch. Don't watch if you don't want to. Nobody's holding a gun to your head forcing you to watch. Like, none of these people are keeping me up at night. None of these people are bothering me. What gets me is I fucking love setting narratives straight. It may only get 2,000 views. It may only get 6,000 views. It may get 10,000 views. When I get to do a video and just hammer home a dumb fucking narrative and set it fucking straight, I don't care if every comment on there is negative. Oh my God, it gives me so much joy. It gives me so much fucking joy. And that's why people say, oh, Joey, you're just so negative, blah, blah, blah. I'm not really all that negative. But people have an industry standard, to steal a line from Chael Sonnen, people have an industry standard of UFC bootlicking, of UFC dick sucking, of deep throating Daddy Dana White, of treating Dana White like a pseudo deity, okay? Of being a WME sycophant. There's this baseline industry standard of that. And then a lot of the fans are brainwashed by that particular narrative. And then what you have is you have a lot of content creators that are scared to challenge that. They're scared to challenge that because they're going to get a lot of backlash. They don't want that backlash. They don't want that, and it doesn't help them necessarily. So they don't want that type of backlash, so they're not willing to say what they really think. But again, for me, this is what I always wanted. This is what I dreamed of. Joey from 2013 would have fucking loved this channel. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing it for myself for 10 years ago. I guarantee there's some fans out there. They may not agree with everything I say. They definitely don't agree with everything I say. But they're like, damn, this dude's not fake and he's not afraid to say what he thinks. You will never sit here and watch one of my videos and be like, oh, Joey doesn't actually believe that. And if I get backlash, so be it. If I don't grow as fast, so be it. But look deep into those motherfucking eyes right now. There's no give a fucks there. There's not a single one. Not a single one. Don't care. So it's just the industry standard. I'll do my best. I'll be the outlier. It's just the industry standard of just gobbling up Dana. Just gobbling up Dana. So you guys don't always have to agree with me. Just appreciate the content when you do agree with me. So, and if you don't, where I come from, you know what that constitutes? That constitutes an ass eating, you know? Joey getting a hard on making his videos. Yeah. When I'm making a video and I'm setting a narrative straight, you know how I feel when I'm recording that video? I feel like the video that of Conor McGregor's likes, okay? If you know, you know. All right? Stop making me look into your eyes, making me nervous. Joey, that reminds me of when the guy on your latest video proved your point. He tried to say you're biased, yet he used your racially prejudiced remarks. Good work, Joey. I know, and I responded to him and said you proved my point. Respect to the last normal MMA fan online right now. Yeah, and we're going to build a community of normal people. We can disagree. We don't have to be fucking crazy and wild and stupid, okay? We can disagree. It's fine. MMA media is pussies, exactly. When you get to 13K, will you finally show everyone your sweet back tattoo? No. We are responsible for making Joey's dream come true. That is true. That is true. That is true. Let me go back and read some of this. Because the chat was going. Olives versus BSD right now, that'd be crazy. He'd be broke Conor forever. That's true. Joey's on one tonight. I'm well rested tonight. I'm operating at 100% capacity right now, boys. Usually I'm operating at 50%. My brain's just fried usually when I'm on stream. So right now, I'm raring to fucking go. I'm raring to go, boys. Look in those eyes. Look deep into those eyes. You don't see anyone. Anyone. Thank you. Calling me a cutie. Did you see that interview with Justin saying he would never fight Conor because he's on roids? He's giving Conor way too much respect. He would murder Conor. He would fight Conor for sure. He was just being a dick. It was a backhanded insult. Thanks for your question, John Morgan. I actually like that type of porn. Hunter Campbell will be Conor's wingman at his next press conference. How dare you use Conor as a media vehicle? Shut the fuck up. Jungle is a grown man telling another grown man that he's cutie. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. Joey, the same people who think fighters get cut from your cuts video, yeah, they're stupid. Joey, there's a pod clip of Dana talking about Francis versus Derek fight, and he basically said the fight with Derek versus the guy, I can't remember what his name was. I'll send you the clip. That's fucking hilarious, dude. That's hilarious. The steroid use video did well. The haters watched it too, you know. I know, dude. I didn't expect it to do well considering that news broke a while ago, but it almost has 5,000 views right now, which is pretty good, and it has a shit ton of watch time. So, shout out to the people who watched it, and the retention time was really good too. So, shout out to the people who watched it and tuned in. Shout out to the real people who watched. Respect, it's much appreciated. I think I stand for everyone when I say Joey needs an ass whooping. Okay. Stop making me look in your eyes and making me nervous. Sorry. Joey pulled an Usman and said this is only 30%. Buddy had 110%. Yeah. What is the obsession with Leon's physique on every video he's in? That's a top comment. I have no idea. Don't know nothing about it. Who do you think wins, John or Tom? I slightly lean Tom right now, but John always rises to the occasion. Who do you think pays Chael to make so many videos on Francis Ngannou? Dana White in the UFC. 100%. They cut him checks. I'm 100% positive that. I would love to see his tax returns. Get me Chael Sonnen's tax returns. I guarantee. WME, Zuffa, Dana White, some way, somehow, there's being deposits made to Chael Sonnen. Someone slap Kevin Iole. Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see? I would love to. 205 belt getting passed around like a Jade champ in a year. I don't know what you mean by that. But yeah, the belt's kind of skipping around a little bit in the last year. Darius just finished in all his 5 losses. I hope Armin inside the distance at a good price. Yeah, I would pick Armin by finish. Saw Bryce Mitchell at a NASCAR event today. Doesn't shock me. Joey, have you ever heard of from Hill's BFF? I thought you said boyfriend. No, I have not. And I didn't get a message, dude. You want my? I told you want my address. Message me. You get the Benoit Saint Denis treatment when you get here. Pause. Big pause. Don't you think Alex leg kicks will be a big problem for Hill? No, because I think Hill will knock him out. Plus, I think that's the main thing Hill has to worry about. Is just the leg kicks. Jamahal didn't really call out Aspinall. That was kind of a clickbait headline. I saw what he actually said. He said one day he would like to go up there and fight him. I think it's Endeavor directly, probably. Do you think the UFC would do a main card full of rematches? No. Anyone picking Reyes? Nope. Sup, Joe? I just got my yellow belt in judo. Congratulations. I'm on my way to your house right now. Yeah. Stop. Pause. Jamahal tried too hard to be Nick Diaz where I come from, but it flopped so bad. What's funny is how the MMA community is starting to turn on him a little bit. You guys notice that? Have you guys noticed that, or is it just me? I think we talked about this the other day. Has anyone noticed the MMA community starting to turn on Jamahal Hill now? I mean, dude's just been... I mean, does Jamahal Hill ever say anything that doesn't sound like sour grapes? Does he ever say anything that doesn't sound like sour grapes? And this time, he's getting unwarranted hate, to be honest. He's getting unwarranted hate. If I keep seeing it, I might make a video on it. But it's because of the way he's acted in the past. Now he's actually getting backlash. Makhachev is higher on the all-time list than Pereira, 100%. Hey, Joe, what does Anthony Smith cry about next? No idea. He always seems like he has a stick up his ass. That is true. He's from Detroit, though. You know that, right? There's a fitness channel that started a meme about Leon having the most aesthetic physique. That's where the comments come from. Oh, don't really care. But thank you for filling this in. I'm saying I don't care in general about the joke. Bro, I literally just clip random things you say all the time. You're so funny. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate it. You got to start doing compilations on YouTube. I'll check them out if you're clipping them anyway. The last time Conor had a win is when a young lady met him in the NBA Finals bathroom. Yeah. Joe, what do you think, Anthony? I don't know. Why does Donald Trump keep coming to UFC events? Doesn't he know UFC fans don't vote? I think it's just Dana kind of, wanting to seem like a big shot. He's got an ex-president there. And I think in his mind, like, it's cool to have, like, oh, we got an ex. I mean, think about it. They showed him like 17 times on the broadcast. Like, come off of it. Come off of it. And I know someone's going to say, oh, you don't like his politics. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck about that. Go watch my Francis Ngannou stream and watch what I had to say about Cristiano Ronaldo. So the fact that they're showing Donald Trump on the broadcast 7 fucking times in an hour and a half periods, it's fucking annoying. It's annoying as hell. It's stupid. And I think it's just the way the UFC loves to shove alcohol down our throat. They like to shove gambling down your throat. And now they like to shove Donald Trump down your throat. So that's really what's going on there. They like to shove the Nelk Boys down your throat. It's all about either promoting themselves or promoting someone else. That's what it is. That's what it is. I love you, Joey. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I noticed he was saying the fans will never accomplish anything compared to him, but it's harsh. I don't know what that's about. I want to see a compilation of Joey calling people bitches and pussies. That would be a ton of content. Agreed. Bro, everyone cheers for Trump. Look, I'll just tell you this. I'm not going to get into the debate. I seen people talking about that on Twitter. I was there live for UFC 244 when he was there. He got booed like crazy at UFC 244. The entire arena, I would say 95% was boos when I was there in 2019. So I can have a firsthand acknowledgement of that. So I don't know what it was at UFC 295. I don't know if it was good. I don't know if it was bad. I wouldn't trust the UFC in terms of, it wouldn't shock me if UFC was a type to pump in crowd noise and shit like that. But I don't really care. Whether he's loved or hated, I don't give a fuck. So, yeah. I saw George W. Bush this weekend. If we're talking about ex-presidents, that's okay. That's cool, I guess. Imagine Alex Pereira versus Rumble. That would have been great. A rip Rumble. Rumble would have probably won that one. Was tired of seeing Callum Walsh. Yeah, I hate when the UFC just shoves certain people down our throats. Callum Walsh is another one. I don't even know who the fuck that is. When you have to sit out an injury, social media battles are an alternative. Makes sense. Did you boo for him? I didn't really do anything. I was just quiet. I'm not really big on like, oh, I'm going to boo or whatever, or cheer. I went to UFC 290. There was hella cheer, so I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt it. It all depends where you're at, too. Seeing the Nelk Boys and Haswell at events, agreed. It's obviously going to depend what city you're in exactly. Joey, for 20K special, you should do a shirtless stream. I'll think about it. who the fuck are the Nelk Boys and what do they have with the UFC? They're just like a YouTube channel. From what I understand, they're a YouTube prank channel that's just their target demographic is teenage boys. So the UFC and Nelk have a relationship, and they definitely exchange money. There's some type of brand partnership behind the scenes. I don't know who's paying who or what's going on. My guess is the UFC's paying the Nelk Boys because the UFC and the Nelk Boys have the same target demographic, which is young men. You know, young men. Essentially, the UFC, the Nelk Boys, and who Neil Magny wants as an opponent is all the same demographic. Young men. Young boys. There was a lot of cheers for Trump at 290. I'm sure there was. Joey, I left the stream to tell people Prime Tony beats both Volk and Islam. No, absolutely not. He loses to both of them probably. Callum Walsh too. Who the fuck is that? Your best guess is as good as mine. The Hasbro shit's gotten so annoying. Imagine selling a replica belt that's signed by him for $800. It's embarrassing. Apparently Dana's son, who introduced him to the Nelk Boys, doesn't shock me. The UFC's trying to get young boys. They are, dude. That's the truth. That's their target demographic. Thoughts on the great Dylan Dennis retiring? Don't give a flying fuck. I mean, does anyone honestly care about the retiring? Since when does this motherfucker fight? Since when does he fight? I'd love to know. Fill me in. Does he fight? You can't just slide that Neil Magny line in there? I can. Joe, I think Dana White is single-handedly ruining the UFC. I honestly can't stand him anymore. He'll be gone, dude. He'll have a big oust with the UFC, I think, and there'll be a lot of bad blood when he leaves. The target demographic for the UFC will never change. Agreed. Who should Benoit Saint Denis fight next? Justin Gaethje. Alex Pereira, combat sport GOAT. I mean, probably. I think that's a little bit recency bias, but maybe. Prime Tony is the 155-pound GOAT. I disagree. I disagree, boys. Dana goes on pods and turns into Dana the Philosopher White. Yeah. Once Conor leaves, I see Dana leaving. I think Dana will get pissed at some point and he'll either get fired or he'll quit. And I think there'll be some serious bad blood. I think there'll be some serious bad blood. Oh, I can't wait to cover it. Yeah, but Dana's getting more and more annoying by the day. Like, he's making up stories. He's bullying reporters. He runs his press conferences like some type of dictator. It's crazy. Joe, do you think Dana is the one to blame for all these undeserved title shots? Yes, I think he's judging title shots off of social media analytics nowadays. So, does Mike Malott beat Neil Magny? Yes. So, hey, Joe, if you were born 10 years ago, how old would you be? 9. I feel like it's a trick question, so I'm just going to say 9. But I might be wrong. I just assumed it's a trick question. Joe, do you think Dana's the one to blame? Yeah, I already answered that. What do you think about Leon leaving 170? It's annoying. I may make a video on it just because there's not a whole lot other going on. As much as we hate Dylan, he's like the smarter version of Conor without the skills. He probably knew he was going to be champion, so he chose to talk shit online until he got a massive payday. Dude's an embarrassment. I hope he gets sued, and I hope he ends up going bankrupt. Dana might as well be doing a Twitter poll deciding who gets the next title shot. He may as well. That's basically what he's doing nowadays. It's annoying. Lene, he asked me a question I don't like. Lene. Who remembers? Let me know where this. You're a real fan. You're a real OG UFC fan if you remember this. Fight week, blog week. Who remembers that? Let me know. I just thought of that. It just popped in my head. That may be a memory that nobody else has, but I'm sure there's a couple people that have that. But that's going to be a rare memory. Does anyone remember that? I know Andy's got to remember that, right? I'm waiting for his message. Had me dying at the Brendan Allen's going to pound Paul Craig out, and I said pause. Yeah, as soon as I said it. Yup, free tickets when you find him in a random town. Fight week, vlog week. Andy, you remember it or no? I'm assuming you do, bro. Conor will take over for Dana? Absolutely not. That was just the randomest memory that popped into my head. Anyone else? Oh, yeah, I remember that. I'm 20, though. I was really young. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Okay, Steve Urseg, Tim Elliott, who wins? Steve Urseg. Umar Nurmagomedov versus Sean Shavkat versus Leon Edwards. Sign me up. Fight week, blog week. And he always used to do this. Fight week, vlog week. I'm going to start every video with that. Fight week, vlog week. Hey, what's going on, guys? UFC 295 is this Saturday. I think he's going to get pounded out hard. Pause. I feel like I kind of rushed through my prediction video. I thought about re-recording it, but I was like, I'm not re-recording this shit. T-Boyd, I'm coming all night long. Kamaru Usman, pause. That was before Embedded. Me and you both slept on Poetan striking, bro. Yuri sucks. I don't think Yuri sucks. Joey's absolutely not. It's funny. Okay. Should if Tony beats Patty, calls out Gaethje? No, please, God, no. Lene, I'm so excited for 296. I love the December pay-per-views with Christmas vibe. I missed the New Year's Eve cards. They used to do a card every year on New Year's Eve. A pay-per-view, a big pay-per-view. Joey, why are you fat? Because I fucked your mom. That's why. That's why. Your mom likes fat boys. Remember when Dana actually would go to every event and actually give feedback that sounded like he gave a shit? Over a decade now. I know. Remember all the scrums afterwards that he used to do? Flight week, blog week. Like Connors likes the G. Okay. Tim Means got robbed against Yoel. I remember that. I don't even remember that. Joey, before Dana White gets fired, they need to book him versus Francis Ngannou. Imagine if Dana got fired and they brought someone in who re-signed Ngannou somehow. I'm done. I'll never forget fight week, vlog week, but that hasn't popped into my brain in a long time. But yeah, Dana used to actually care. Now he doesn't care anymore. He's just a power slap clown. Now he's just a power slap clown. That's where the famous Mazzagati's at Toolbox joke came from, those scrums. There was a lot that would go on that would come out of those scrums. I used to watch those scrums religiously. Those scrums were the best part. Now he doesn't give a fuck. Chelson is the worst personality in the community, probably. One of the worst, for sure. Habib Islam, Oliveira, Poirier over Prime Tony. Joe, have you heard of that clown that hides from gay people? I don't know what you mean. Bro, Dana's going to air out all their laundry just like he's doing with USADA. I don't care for drama, but that'll be very juicy. 100%. Dana's going to get pissed. Real OG MMA fans remember Fight Factory, the MMA reality show based around AKA. I don't remember that, so must not be a real fan. Joey, did you notice how much older Stipe looked? Yes. Yes, I did. He did look so old. I never listened to him talk, bro. He's full of shit. Fair enough. Who beat Shavkat at 170? I mean, I don't know, dude. I think the Shavkat hype is a little bit too much right now, but I think he's good. I think he could lose to Bilal. I think he could lose to Leon. I'm not saying I would pick them over Shavkat, but I think he could. So, imagine they fire Dana and put Chael in his position. Oh my God, please no. Could you imagine? Could you fucking imagine? Oh my goodness. Overlap. Thank you for the $4.99. Is Masvidal going back to jail? It's possible. It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. It would not surprise me. Okay, we'll see what happens. Just quote Dana White. We'll see what happens. But it's definitely possible. It would not surprise me whatsoever. So, thank you for the $4.99 overlap. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, where if you look into our eyes, deep in those eyes, you don't see any give a fucks. So thank you for the $4.99. Stipe's a grumpy old Francis killed his soul, no cap. Okay. Imagine Wonder Boy pieces up Shavkat. That'd be crazy. Dude, and I hate how Dana keeps hyping up, you'll go to federal fucking prison. Does this motherfucker know federal prison is better to go in than go into state prison? In most cases, it's better to go to federal prison than state prison because there's better conditions in federal prison. Does this guy not know shit? He says it like it's worse to go to federal prison. It's better to go to federal prison. So, I've never been. I wouldn't know anything about that, but just so you guys know, you know. I would literally stop watching the sport if Chael became president. I got Patty over Benoit Saint Denis. Shut the fuck up, Days. As a Chael fan, that sounds terrible to me. Yeah, it sounds like the worst. Imagine if they fire Dana and hire Ngannou. That'd be hilarious. I'm a huge Gamebred fan. He is the man. Fair enough. I bet Chael and Jarrett Gordon. Okay. Fakhretdinov, future champ. Maybe. Federal fucking prison. Do you know anyone in real life who became an MMA fighter? No. You do more time in federal prison? Not always. Not always. But it's better conditions anyway. Patty over Benoit is a joke, yeah. Dana has turned into a dictator. Yeah, and he's the biggest softy I've ever seen. Like, I've never seen someone so easily get their feelings hurt. Like, and he's always saying, like, oh, yeah, people are too sensitive. He's the most sensitive person I've ever seen. Yeah, ban Days for that. Days needs a timeout. Jeff Neal would beat the dog shit out of Renat. I don't know about all that, bro. I don't know about all that just yet. That's a little bit crazy. But maybe. Maybe. Joe, I want to rip my ears out and go deaf every time I hear Chael talk. Agreed. You'll do at least 85%, but definitely better conditions. There you go. Yeah. Have you done any form of martial arts before? Do you know how much Venom gear I own? I have every piece of Venom gear you could possibly imagine, even the one with the crypto dead center. So let's just say you don't want a roundhouse kick to the face while I'm wearing those. Dana's the guy who says sorry when he enters for the Uber for no reason. I don't know about all that. Do you think Tony is making a mistake? Dude, I don't care about Tony Ferguson and Goggins. I don't even know why that's a topic. It's just like the whole Ian Gary shit right now. Who gives a fuck? Tony versus Patty is a 3-round fight too. It wouldn't shock me if Tony beats him. That's the end of Patty's career right then and there. You lose to Tony Ferguson, that's the end of Patty's career. All he has to do is turn it on. I got guys waiting outside his house right now. Shut up. Chael just yaps. Chael just talks in circles and crosses his legs from what I've seen, but I haven't watched the video in a long while. He's just a straight up clown. A straight up clown. That's just the way it is, boys. Tony's getting slept by Patty in round 1. I doubt it. I think Patty probably by decision. Bobby Green didn't even knock out Tony. Let's pump the brakes. Bobby Green was losing the first round. Drew, what's a video that you thought would do well but didn't, and vice versa? I try never to have expectations going in. But there's quite a few videos I didn't realize would do well that did decent. Like the Usman Nurmagomedov video from last night. The Diego Sanchez videos I did in the early of my channel, the first like 2 months of my channel. Yeah, I don't, but for the most part, I don't have any crazy expectations. I mean, there's videos that I think, okay, this video underperformed for what I thought. But like, for example, UFC Vegas 82 predictions has like 1,500 views right now, which is dog shit compared to like my average views. But it is what it is, man. People want those full card predictions. I put them out for them. And I knew that one wasn't going to do that good. But it is what it is. I'm giving you my full card predictions. People have been asking for them for a long time. And I just know that one's not going to perform well. And it just annoys me because now I have to look at it on my channel if I click on my channel. So I can't wait till that one's gone. But it's not bad. It's not horrible. There was a day where I was hyped for anything over 1,000. I would like to get one that gets over 50,000 soon. You know what I mean? Because that's where some real subscribers start coming in. At 50,000 views, you get some decent subscribers right there. Especially for my channel size, 50,000 views is really good. But yeah. A lot of my videos just do about normal. I mean, I'll tell you one that definitely overperformed. This Kevin Lee video. The real reason the UFC re-signed Kevin Lee. That was a straight up banger in terms of views. I expected that to maybe get like 1,000 or 2,000 views. I got 13,000 views. You know, the one on Joe Rogan, fire him immediately. I thought that would do decent. Got decent views for my channel. The one that really shocked me was rankings held hostage. The UFC rankings are an embarrassment. I didn't think that would do very good, and that had over 10,000 views now. If that makes sense. Almost at 13K, I know. We're so close to 13K, boys. We're at 12,842. So if you guys could all go check real quick and make sure you're subscribed. So, you know, make sure you're subscribed. It's just kind of a shit card. It's not you. Exactly. Chael is better at money laundering than MMA. That is true. Joe, if you can see Dana get beat up versus any current fighter, who would it be? Francis Ngannou. Your top 3 takeaways for UFC 294 did well? Yes, it did. Did you see the video of Tony vomiting? No, I did not, but I've heard of it. Let's be real. You're going to be making so much money from donos at 50K. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy because you don't make that much from ad revenue. So some months, and you guys see how many donos I get, if you're here often. Some months I've made more from donos than I have from advertisements. So I always appreciate the donos. I always appreciate the support on the channel. So if one day I can make a decent amount in donos plus ad revenue, I'll be set, man. I'll be hyped. That's the dream right there. So if you see Dana get beat up, okay, you read that. What question would you have asked Dana after UFC 295? I don't know. I had a couple of them the other day, but now I can't think. Why would you have Tom Aspinall sit out? The fans, from my understanding, I just stumbled over my words. It seems like the fans do not want Jon Jones versus Stipe Miocic. Why are you so dead set on making that fight if the fans don't want to see it? That would have been my question. Hit the likes, boys. If you're not, that constitutes an ass eating. Yeah, like the video as well. Joey, tell the people how prime Tony Ferguson steamrolls prime Volkanovski. No, the Josh Fabia air was weird, like watching a soap opera on the downfall of Diego. That was a weird air for sure. Why haven't you set up Streamlabs? Define what you mean by set up Streamlabs. Define what you mean, bro. What's the shittiest fast food chain? Probably Burger King. Sandhagen would have flying knee KO'd Umar the same way. I doubt it. Joey, congratulations. You just won the dumbest question of the night. Exactly. Worst decline in the UFC? Probably Dom Reyes. If Dana was such a man of his word, why didn't he ban Habib's teammates when they jumped the cage like he said he would? Because Habib backed him up and said, I'll retire if you do that. And he was serious, and Dana was scared. Because he looked at Habib as a new cash cow. Yeah, Wingstop. Never mind. But yeah, shout out to Habib. I'm ripping every Peloton out of here. I saw that, dude. Like, how does that even hurt them? I just don't get it. How does that even hurt them? You've already bought them, you dumb shit. So. Yeah. I don't understand why Jon Jones came back and is not willing to fight contenders. He's trying to cherry pick his legacy. Streamlabs is a donation platform where you get 100% of profit online, YouTube, and you can have an overlay with a top dono, etc. I don't like the streams to be too busy. And also, it seems like people, they don't want to go to an external link to donate. I have a PayPal people can donate to. Joe, we should call Dana Captain Peloton. Okay. Bro, Kim Kardashian's trying to slide in with Ngannou. This might take Francis to God status. Okay. How many pay-per-views does 296 sell? Probably about 400. I would say 400, 450. Poor Reyes fight Nulberg. Yeah, whoever booked that is going to hell. Straight to hell. Joe, I don't understand why Jon Jones doesn't want to fight anyone. Dana's insecure as fuck. He tried to make fun of how the CEO of Peloton looked when Dana juiced to look the way he does now. I don't get people. I don't get how people are so worried about other grown men's looks, But then again, I make hairline jokes, but that's kind of different. But I only saw part of the clip. But yeah, he was, oh, look at this guy. Look at it. I mean, dude, that's literally what Hunter Campbell looks like. That's what Hunter Campbell looks like. I think Dana's just becoming increasingly more unhinged by the day, to be honest. We need to Joey asking questions to fighters and Dana at the press conference instead of MMA media. It will never happen, bro. I would get banned immediately. Joey knows damn well how good Prime Tony was. I'm tired of the disrespect. He was good, bro. Nobody said he wasn't good, but we have to be realistic. What happened to the flag ban? What a bitch Dana is? Yeah. Exactly. He's just... he's the whiniest bitch I've ever seen. Which is crazy. I'm broke right now, but when I get a job, I'm reimbursing you for this entertainment. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you in advance. Thank you in advance. Which one is better, American wrestling versus Dagestani wrestling? I think it's case-by-case basis. Joey should stand up and turn around and show us what he's got. Okay. What Peloton did was absolutely disgusting. Yeah, Peloton using him as a media vehicle. Thoughts on the Schmo? I don't like the Schmo. Dude assaulted his wife and talks about prison and shit. Yeah, imagine assaulting your wife and then you want to act like somebody else is a piece of shit. You know what I mean? You assaulted your wife in a club in Mexico at 53 years old. The thing is, listen to me, and I said this when it happened. What I take away from that is the act in itself isn't the worst thing I've ever seen. Obviously, you know, they were drunk. He smacked her. She smacked him. Or she smacked him and then he smacked her for someone saying I'm saying it out of order. But where that leads me to believe is if you're willing to open hand smack your wife in a club in Mexico at 53 years old in public, then it leads me to wonder what's going on behind closed doors, you know? So that leads me to start to think there's probably something going on more behind closed doors, you know? But I said when it happened, I'm not going to clutch my pearls over this too much. I understand that, you know, they were drinking and it's just kind of one of those things where you got hit and then, you know, like I'm sure plenty of people have made worse mistakes, okay? And I'm not one to sit here and say, oh, you know, one act is a referendum on someone's entire character. But if you're doing that in public where you know you're being recorded, chances are behind the closed doors it's probably worse. Just like Tony Kelly. Just like Tony Kelly. You know? Just like Tony Kelly. And I made the video back then too. Remember? If Tony Kelly's acting like this in the octagon on camera, what's he saying behind closed doors? I would literally bet my life right now. Tony Kelly uses the N-word with the hard R. 100%. What's the line? If we could know the truth, what would be the betting line that Tony Kelly uses the N-word with the hard R when he's not on camera? What's the betting line? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Dana probably slaps hard AF. Dude's on steroids. Yeah, dude's on steroids smacking his wife in a club in Mexico. Remember when Ariel would actually get the first question instead of John Morgan? Dana would get so heated. Dude, Dana was always a crybaby. The reason Dana hates Ariel so much is because he thinks he created Ariel, which he kind of did. So in his mind, that's his experiment that he created. Negative 500. Nah, negative 270 is too friendly. Dude, I bet my life savings on negative 500 odds. I was thinking like negative 1,200. Tony Kelly was hating on Yanez. Yeah, he was saying some shit too. Like some really fucked up shit. But that's just the type of person he is. He's a piece of shit. That's why I called it out. And I got heat on that video too. I knew I was going to get heat on that. But like if you go to my videos, let's see, corner. I think I had the word corner in the title. Andre Ali's cornerman Tony Kelly makes controversial comments about Brazilians at UFC Vegas 54. Damn, that was mad long ago. I had a different camera angle back then. That's wild. That was May 15th, 2022. Those dirty fucking Brazilians. That's what he said. Andre Ali's just as much an embarrassment as Tony Kelly. Agreed. Negative 1,000. What do you mean Dana created Ariel? Ariel was already on the come up, and I think he would have been highly successful regardless of Dana. But Dana hired Ariel as like his guy, you know? As his guy. So he fed him news for years. And that's how Ariel really got his name, is he was on the UFC broadcast. He was on UFC Tonight. If you remember UFC Tonight, they used to have a weekly show where they'd break news. Ariel Helwani would be on there breaking news. So Dana White and UFC helped elevate Ariel. Now, I think Ariel would have been successful no matter what, but to what extent, I'm not sure if he'd be as big of a household name in the MMA community as he is now. Maybe he would be. I'm not trying to take it away from him. Maybe he would be. But no matter what, if he would or wouldn't have been without Dana, I think Dana in his mind looks at Ariel as the monster that he created, and that's why he hates him so much. He thinks, I gave him that success, and I can take it away from him, and that's what he wants to do. So he hates Ariel's guts, you know? But I don't like Ariel, and I've made this very known, even though apparently I'm an Ariel nut hugger, but for whatever reason. I don't like Ariel because for years he acted like he was an independent journalist, and I knew he was getting his check signed by the UFC. So, Dana's mother was telling us something back then. Probably, yeah. Everyone's on steroids? That's true. They're all on steroids. Joe, do you think the majority of the fighters on the UFC roster are like Dana? I would say maybe 50-50. I would say maybe like Dana at the press conference. That was Dana at the press conference, for those who didn't see it. The fact that Ariel's a bigger name for fighters than fighters is just sad. I know. More than most of them. Brett kind of replaced him in a way, yeah, but Brett doesn't have the same personality, so he's not as notable, you know. But Brett is his replacement, you know, his direct replacement. What's your favorite pastime fighter? Anderson Silva, Robbie Lawler, one of those two. I love both those guys. I love both of them. So, yeah. Robbie Lawler was my favorite fighter for a long time. So was Anderson. Jose Aldo as well. That was a great impression. Thank you. Thank you. Do you think Dana pretends to be have hearing issues when asked? I think sometimes he does. For sure. For sure he does sometimes. Other times he might just actually have trouble hearing it. I don't know why they don't do something to rectify it. They talk about their production value and blah, 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 blah. Well, fix it then. Fix it then. Why are we not fixing it? Why does he not have an earpiece he can wear to hear every question? So, did you see Aljo's video on how the UFC offered him cater? I did not, but that's hilarious. Dude, they hate Aljo. Joey reminds me of a Roy Nelson fan. No. Does Shevchenko beat Grasso in the trilogy? I'm going to say yes. Imagine Tito and Dana would have followed through with their boxing match. That would have actually been sick. Well, I wasn't a fan then, so I wouldn't have cared. So. It's hard to say. I like how people are covering Dylan Dennis because he posted a fucking tweet. So. Dude, there's nothing I want more than Stipe skipped over. Stipe doesn't deserve a title shot. He doesn't deserve a title shot. Why are we giving him a title shot? He doesn't deserve it. Dustin Poirier open to a Justin Gaethje trilogy at UFC 300. Yeah, of course he would take that. Why wouldn't he? I'd like to see the trilogy. Why not book it? Why not? So, anyhow, our production value, belch. Yeah, I know, dude. They're belching on the fucking thing. Stipe must have dirt on the UFC, basically. What did Aljo ever do to Dana? He just doesn't like Aljo, dude, because the fans don't like him, and Dana just doesn't think he's exciting. Did you hear about what Robbie was saying on the bus? Yeah, I don't care, dude. I don't think it's hard at all. I don't care if you're a pro MMA fighter or not, dude. If it's you versus 100 people, you're gonna fucking die one way or another. You know. Stipe must have dirt. Stipe was literally limping his way into MSG. In his defense, I think he's just bow-legged. Stipe's always been a bit bow-legged, so I think that's why it looked like. So, yeah. Basically, that's it. Let me take a look. Damn. All right. Anywho, in a street fight, it's a street fight. People are armed. Lawler would have died. I hate when fighters act hard. Like, we know you can fight, dude. No need to be. Yeah, people were hyping it up. Like, damn, this is so hard. Who's next for Lopez? I want it against Brian Ortega. How do you feel about fighter kits as opposed to fighters putting sponsors on their shorts? I mean, fighter kits literally have sponsors on their shorts. All it was the UFC's way of transitioning the sponsorship money to the UFC rather than the fighters. So what the UFC did was they said, we're giving you fight kits. You're no longer allowed to have sponsors. Then it transferred to, we're giving you fight kits with sponsorship already on it, and you're only getting a small cut of it. That's what it was. What are some fighters you used to hate but who won you over? I used to really dislike Nate Diaz. I used to think he was annoying as shit. Then I liked him more. Then I kind of more or less dislike him more now. Just saw what you meant. Imagine actually tweeting about Dylan Dennis. I know. If you buy a rock shoe or hospital autograph, just suck Dana's dick at that point. That is true. Out of Colby, Stipe, Cheeto, and other undeserved title shot, which annoys you the most? Stipe. Stipe for sure. 100% Stipe. I mean, seriously. And if Leon were to somehow get a middleweight title shot, I'm going to be heated. I'll be straight up heated. Could you imagine? I might just pop out a video right now about that. Do you guys want a video about that? Leon saying he wants to go up? I could easily make a video about that in 10 seconds. I don't even have to do any research. It's easy, right off the top of my head. So is that you guys? Is that something you guys want or no? I know somebody asked me about it earlier. I remember Rogan once saying Gaethje fights with a torn ACL. That's still the case. Who else always has a torn ACL? Darren Till, yeah. Yeah, make a video about that. Hit him hard. It's ridiculous how Bryce Mitchell, of all people, gets to have custom shorts. Yeah, I don't know. Nate Diaz, Deontay Wilder, UFC 300, never going to happen. The welterweight division is cooked. Yeah, the video will be something like, the welterweight division is an outright embarrassment. So, yeah. But yeah, please make that video. I'm tired of champions going for 2 belts before defending their own. You have to defend your belt a couple times before you can even think about that. Like, what the hell are we doing here? What are we doing here? Tom's the real champ. If Jones is unwilling to fight Tom next, then Tom is the real champ. Jon Jones disqualified from being champion. But yeah, I could make that video tonight easy. Easy work. Easy work. And the title will be something like the welterweight division is completely destroyed, or the welterweight division is an embarrassment. Something along those lines. But I'll get people commenting, why are you so negative? Hey, man, I'm just covering the sports. Do you love how everyone now is finally agreeing that 170 is absolutely trash? Yes. I mean, that's a narrative I've been hitting home for a while now. So it's happy to see everyone on my side for a change. What Diaz fight won you over? I don't know if it was necessarily a fight. It just kind of grew on me that I realized, it's not that he won me over with a particular performance. It's just the fact that I understand that he was just stupid. I see a lot of people talking about Jon Jones is scared of Tom. Little do they know he's been ducking Parker Porter rematch for years. That he has been. He's been ducking that Parker Porter rematch for years. For years. For me, it was Diaz Gray Maynard. That was a good fight by him. Is it weird I remember when that happened? It was November 30th, 2013 or 2012. That sticks into my head for some reason. I think it was 2000 and first guess was 12, but then I switched to 13. But I'm going to say it was 2012. Let me take a look. It was 13. And I wanted to switch to 13. It was November 30th, 2013. Well, wait, there was multiple fights. But yeah. Is that weird that I remember that off the top of my head? I can see Leon begging for a rematch with Colby even if he gets 50-45. Dude, if Leon loses to Colby, I never want to see Leon fight for a belt ever again. Leon made himself in one of the least favorite fighters overnight. I know. Talk about promotional disaster. Leon Edwards is a promotional disaster. Doesn't want to fight. What a disgusting division the welterweight division is. But yeah, Leon's become, the fans are starting to turn on Leon, to be honest. I thought 170 was finally saved when Leon landed the head kick, and then every month since then it's been depressing. Dude, the division got ruined. Kamaru Usman, it was fun having Kamaru Usman as a champ. At least he was active. Instead, we got Leon not willing to fight. We got Dana forcing undeserved contenders. And now Leon thinks he can go up and fight for a middleweight title. So, welterweight is full of badasses. It makes me so mad they will never fight each other. Yeah. It is annoying. Mark Goddard robbed Jiri. I don't know about all that. If Brady beats Kelvin, which people are counting him out? Can you see him doing any good against strikers like Shavkat? No. I think Brady, maybe against Gary, but Brady would get starched by Shavkat. Bro cried for years about how much he deserved a title shot. Then he says he wants to move up. Shit's hilarious. I know. It's annoying. I'm convinced the only people who are Leon fans are Usman haters. That's the truth, dude. That is the truth. It's a lot of that nowadays. And it's very, 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 very fucking annoying. So, do you think Islam deserves to fight Leon, or should he defend his belt a couple people in the actual division? I'd like to see him defend 2 more times at least. But at least 1 more time, and I wouldn't have a massive issue with it, but I would say 2 more times would be better. Pavlovich let me down. Okay, it is what it is. Can't forget Bisping. What about Bisping? What are we forgetting? I don't remember. I'm a Leon fan, but I'm English. Okay. Well, that explains it. Leon is going to turn Colby into a babyface. I wonder what happens in that fight. I truly wonder what's going to happen in that fight. Because I've flipped back and forth on who I'm picking. Kudos to Usman for also taking fight on short notice. True championship behavior. Yeah, who remembers when Leon versus Colby was supposed to happen in July? Now it's not happening until December. What a joke. So, if Colby beats Leon, who is his first title defense, he's going to beg to go up to middleweight too. He's not fighting Shavkat. He's not fighting Bilal. So, it's going to be annoying. No matter who wins at 296, the welterweight division's ruined. It's truly ruined because nobody wants to fight anyone. It's an embarrassment. It's just, why are we doing this? We're giving undeserved title shots, and then the people who are champions don't want to fight legit contenders. We make the fights the fans want to see. Then we get shit sandwiches. I know. Literal shit sandwiches. Islam beats the dog shit out of Colby. He does. I think Islam would KO Colby. I think he would. What are your dream matchups that will probably never happen in each division? I'll give you a couple divisions. Let me think. Brian Ortega, Diego Lopez. Benoit Saint Denis versus Justin Gaethje. Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Hamzat Chimaev. Boom. There you go. There's a couple of them. It's time for Ortega to take a fucking fight. I agree. I blame GSP for 170 having bad luck now. Basically, it's just all his fault. Yeah, that's Dober. I don't know what you're talking about. Islam's so much better on the feet than Colby. It's unbelievable. I agree. Islam versus Fiziev. Yeah, that'll probably never happen either. You're probably right. So the answer to the question is make the welterweight division video. All right, I'll end the stream in a few minutes, and then we'll make the welterweight division video. That's what I'll do. Guys, like the stream. Run up the likes on the stream. We got over 100. We got like 40-some likes. So like the stream. I'll leave it up for a while afterwards. I private some of them for member streams, but I try to leave them up for you guys to watch too. So, but it is what it is. Benoit needs a main event next time. I agree. Over 100. Yeah, we've had over 100. I remember one time we did a stream and there was breaking news. I think we had like 250, 300, something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if Colby Ortega's only one win since 2018 against the dead corpse of the Korean Zombie. Dude, I've been beating that drum all year long, bro. I've been beating that drum all year long. Why do people joke about Dober being a Nazi? I've never heard that before. I don't know why this dude's just spamming dumb shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? The things Benoit Saint Denis would do to Conor. He would wreck him badly. Michael Chandler shouldn't even be in the top 10. He only has wins over Tony and Dan. 5 is crazy. That is crazy. Ortega has an honorary spot on the cuts list forever. That he does. I might make a rankings video at the end of the year. McGregor fight announcement is being held because Colby has said if he wins, he wants to fight McGregor. Could you imagine? They're definitely holding it for a reason, dude. I mean, think about it. He's been announced it was going to be McGregor versus Chandler since February. I want it to be known. I've officially cemented my stance that I don't think Conor versus Chandler is ever happening. I'm cementing my stance today. Okay, I've said it for a long time. At this point, I'm just thinking McGregor versus Chandler is not going to happen. It's going to be something else. I want to see Pereira versus Walker. Walker would get chinned badly, but Walker could chin Pereira as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Colby wins at 296 and then they try to make him versus Conor. Dana would try hard. I don't know, though, because Colby beats Conor. I don't think Conor wants an unfavorable matchup. Is Brian Ortega one of the most egregious ranking squatter? He's top 3. Stipe's the most egregious. Just how good is Elazar Zaleski? He's really good. He's really good. So, yeah. He beat Benoit Saint Denis, but that's up a weight class. Benoit Saint Denis versus Olives, I would love it. I would absolutely love Benoit Saint Denis versus Olives. I would pick Benoit Saint Denis against a lot of people. Olives, I don't know. I don't even like that we call him Olives. It's kind of a stupid name. Joe, do you have an Android? You seem stubborn enough to be an Android guy. No, I have an iPhone, but I like Android too. I don't mind Galaxy phones. I've had Galaxy phones multiple times. I just like the simplicity of the iPhone. It's just chilling here next to me charging right now. Chandler screwed up his career by waiting for Conor. Wasted years doing nothing. Doing absolutely nothing. Let's just say ain't no way you're getting BSD to quit. Agreed. You're going to have to put him out. Remember that ref didn't stop that fight? That was crazy. That was fucking crazy. What top 10 welterweights would Conor have a chance against? Literally 0. None. Any of them that maybe is chinny, that'd be it. But none of them. Baralio wasted his DDP call out. Should have called out Whitaker Vittori. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It happens sometimes. Dan Hooker coined the term Charlie Olives. I know he did. Dismantling of Frivola was brutal. I know. It was nasty, man. Who's going to hop off on a bit to go to Wingstop with Clay Guida and the boys? Heading to Wingstop with Clay Guida and the boys. That's true. Gotta head on over to Wingstop with Clay Guida and the boys. Not. That sounds like the worst. Imagine you win a free trip to go to Wingstop with Clay Guida and the boys. That sounds like the worst possible thing ever. I mean, literally the worst possible thing ever. Horrific. Sean versus Dricus Duplessis prediction. Sean by KO. Been gone for a minute, but don't worry, I'm back to bless you all with my presence. Where you been at, bro? Dern IQ, fight IQ is abysmal. She has no fight IQ ever. Dying to go to Wingstop with Clay Guida? I bet you are. Two of the most memorable moments for the UFC. Minor Usman getting KO'd, Grasso winning by sub. Anderson Silva triangle choke against Chael Sonnen. And I'm going to pick OG moments. Mark Hominick's hematoma against Jose Aldo. Hill KO's Alex. Yes. I've been busy stacking bread. Let's see it then. Let's see it, Alex. Am I the only one tired of Strickland being champ? I mean, it's just been a couple months. So maybe. I don't know. I just always find the Strickland fans is kind of a weirdo because Strickland's like never had an exciting fight in his entire career, but they like worship him as if he's the most exciting fighter ever. You do it just for the wings, fair enough. This man thinks I'm easy. All right, we understand, dude. You ain't got it. You ain't got to spell it out for us. We get it. We get it, bro. We understand. We get it. Why aren't they making Weili versus Yan in China? That's literally no idea. Strickland talks too much on Twitter. I don't even follow him, so I don't know. Dude keeps coming in with the weirdest channel names, and he's so obvious. Kind of like Colby fans. Agreed. 150%. That's the way it goes. That's the way it always is. I've called that out for a long time too. I mean, they worship the ground some of these guys walk on. It's not hard to pick them out, you know. It's not hard to pick them out at all. Do you think Hamza ever fights at middleweight ever again? Yes. He'll fight at middleweight in his next fight. My favorite fight of the year still might be Shavkat Neal. Such a banger. That was a straight up banger. And to get a rear naked choke the way he did in the last round was crazy. Who do you see holding their belts longer? Alex, Sean, or Leon? I'll say Sean. Strickland fans are so bad, just a bunch of incels, to be honest. I mean, that's pretty right. That's actually pretty accurate. I love but kind of hate that Olives is barely fighting 2 times a year. He fought once this year, yeah. So he's not even going to fight again this year. He only fought, He only fought Beneil. And everyone counted him out. This guy didn't. I picked him by utter destruction. I saw people asking if Strickland would beat Prime Anderson Silva. Dude, Prime Anderson would wreck Strickland. Paul Craig's going to rip Brendan Allen's arm off? I hope so. But I doubt it. Are you tired of everyone wanting to be double champ now after only defending their belt a couple times? Yes. Agreed. Sean versus Abus was fun. That was a crazy turn of events for sure. First round Abus is champion, in my opinion. First round Abus is a champion. For sure. Shame on the UFC for booking Brendan Allen in the main event. I know. I hope Paul Craig wins. I wouldn't even mind getting a wrong main event prediction. I hope Paul Craig wins. I think Silva would destroy Sean in the clinch with knees and elbows. I think Anderson would beat him everywhere. Anderson was amazing at Counter-Strike. I don't care how good Sean is defensively. I think he would. Come to daddy. Okay. Fair enough. I predict Allen to beat Craig, but cannot help but to think it would be so boring. I don't think it's going to be boring. I think there'll be some cool grappling exchanges. So it is what it is. Paul Craig is a gangster, sucks at fighting, but keeps winning. He has those jiu-jitsu skills for sure. Do you think Sean Strickland's being overrated after his Izzy win? Definitely. He was underrated before, but now he's overrated, in my humble opinion. Oh, my eyes itching. So. Paul Craig will be losing until he isn't. I hope you're right. I was thinking Pereira was done for tattooing a belt on him. He proved wrong. I don't care if he wins 6 belts. That's the dumbest fucking tattoo ever. Biggest upset of 2023 so far? It has to be Izzy Strickland. Nobody expected Strickland to win. Nobody did. Strickland moving up to rematch Alex. Alex would KO him again. Muniz versus Allen was boring. Yeah, it wasn't that great. Dude, I don't think Brendan Allen's that good. Neither is Paul Craig. They shouldn't be main event in a card. I'm just happy the following week's a holiday and we have an off week. I look forward to the time off, to be honest. I've been grinding out content for so long. I'm happy not have to do a full card prediction next week. Biggest upset of the year is Dricus Robb. I think it's second. I think Sean Izzy was a bigger upset. I have a Venom tattoo. Is that dumber than Alex's belt? No, that's perfectly acceptable. Is McGregor actually gay? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It wouldn't surprise me if he actually is, based on his Twitter likes. I mean, there's no reason he had that in his Twitter likes. There's no reasonable explanation for it. I can't wait for Dariush Sharyukin card, though. It is a banger. That is a banger. I'm looking forward to doing the predictions for that. I'm going to work on that later this week. So that way, I am going to be ahead of the curve. I'll start working on it Actually, I'll start working on it early next week. So like a week from now. So that way I'll have it ready by Sunday. Oh my goodness. Now I got to put picks in Tapology again because they updated some fights. I'm going Uros Mektic. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I've never seen him fight before. Where's he been fighting? LFA. I've never seen him fight before, but for now, I'm going to pick Mektic by decision. Because Mektic is not much of a finisher. And then what else we have now? What other fight changed? That says unconfirmed. Okay. Christian Leroy Duncan versus Dennis Tululin. Or Tululin, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm going Christian Leroy Duncan by finish. I'll say second round KO. I want to lock my picks in now. So I have all 14 picks locked in. That's crazy. The day after I do my predictions, they add 2 fights to the card. Biggest upset was Wells versus Harris, if we talking live. I'm trying to remember what you're talking about. Is it Jeremiah Wells versus someone? I don't remember. I can't wait for the dairy. Oh, I meant to look at that card. And I seen I didn't have all my picks locked in. So let me do that right quick. December 2nd. Benil Dariush, Armin Saryukian, Dan Hooker, Bobby Green, Khalil Roundtree, Azamat Mirzakhanov, Rob Font, Devison Figueredo, Sean Brady, Kelvin Gastelum, Punahele Soriano, Dustin Stolfus, Jamie Lynn Horth, ew, Veronica Hardy, Misha Tate, Julia Avila, ew, Clay Guida and his boys versus Joaquim Silva, ew, Joe Selecki, Drakkar Close, Wellington Turman, Jarrett Gordon, Steve Garcia, Melquizel Costa. That's a good one. Cody Brundage. Ew. Zachary Reese and Ihor Potieta versus Rodolfo Balatu. That's a pretty good card, actually. I mean, the top like 4 or 5 fights are straight bangers. Cody Brundage is a bitch, though. I don't want him on that card. I hope he gets destroyed. Mektic might get cracked. The dude he's finished some foreign prospect fighting out of Team Alpha Male. Yeah, I haven't seen him fight, so that's why I just said that. I'm just gonna pick him by decision right now. I'll look up I'll look up some of his fights on LFA. So I'll look it up. Boys, listen. It's been an hour and a half. I'm gonna do my welterweight video real quick. I'll release it. It'll take me no time to put it out. So, make sure you guys watch it and comment on it. It should be out about hopefully like 1:15. I'm gonna record it as soon as I end the stream. I'm gonna go pee real quick. Be right back. Boom, bang out that easy video to record. That's an easy video to record, and it's a straight up banger too. So I'll record that since you guys requested it. You guys are single-handedly influencing content on this channel. Single-handedly influencing content on this channel. How does that make you feel? Does that make you feel good? I hope it does. But I'll bang that out. Hopefully it'll be out like 1:50. I'd say the latest it'll be out is like 1:30. But I plan on doing it and going right to bed. I wanted to get some rest. I'm actually rested up right now, as you guys can tell. I told you guys, you know, that, hold on, let me see something real quick. Let me see something right quick. Yeah. Give me 1 second, boys. Don't leave just yet. How the hell? Alright, that's not it. I don't know. I was looking for something to send you guys to, but I don't see anything. So, I'm out of here, boys. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Goodbye, good night, and I appreciate every single one of you.